Arielle O'Keefe has been singing and playing music since she was a little kid, and she's been performing professionally under the name Girl Blue for many years. Her melodies will hook on to you, and her poignant lyrics will reel you in. She has earned praises from her peers and shared the stage with legends. Often recommended if you like artists such as Sarah Bareilles, Regina Spektor, and Ingrid Michaelson, as well as Alanis Morissette, Tori Amos, and Ani DeFranco. And as everybody knows, Ani is my all-time favorite singer-songwriter, and Arielle reflects many of her talented attributes. Love the way she condenses a story down into a few lines. She's not afraid to change things up and try something different. Girl Blue will be performing at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival soon, and I highly recommend catching her performance. Hello, Arielle. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for the introduction. Ani is also my favorite singer-songwriter,
I
so.
knew it right away when I saw you were covering Joyful Girl.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's the
Uh,
best.
but that wasn't the first song that I heard from you. And I got to say, I've probably been about 6 years now that I've been listening to your music and been dying to catch you perform live. And you're
Oh,
not that
wow.
far away. It's just like whenever I see your shows pop up, I can never get out there in time.
Yeah, it happens.
But I will see you at the Black Bear.
Great. Awesome.
And I first heard your song "Fire Underwater," and was instantly a big fan.
Hmm.
It was the first song released on your "I Am Not a Star" EP, and it lit up like wildfire.
Yeah.
Placed number 7 on Spotify's new Music Friday, right?
Hmm.
Um, did you do any paid advertising to get there, or what? What was it?
No, I got very lucky. Really didn't expect it at all. Um, and I really, when I made that whole EP, I had just moved out of New York City, upstate New York, kind of looking for like respite, and I needed like a break from the city and the craziness of it. And I made that record with a couple of friends and put no marketing effort into it at all. It was like this totally anonymous thing. Girl Blue was an unknown, totally new thing, and we just put it out and got really lucky. I It was like a weird circumstance where somebody put it in somebody else's hands, put it in somebody else's hands, got it, and all of a sudden I had a friend who I knew a little bit from the Albany area where I had just moved, and she's like, I am in a Spotify meeting right now and your song is being put up. Like, what is going on?
Oh
And
wow.
it was totally out of the blue. I had no idea. I had no hand in that. It just got really lucky.
I'm often frustrated when I see, because I have so many artists that I love to follow, and it seems like they're so talented, and then I compare them to people that are in the mainstream on the pop, top of the pop charts, and I'm like, why aren't these people on, getting
Yeah.
recognition? So it's great that you got some recognition and well deserved, and so I'm
Thank
sure
you.
that gives you a good springboard for the rest of your songs that you've created too.
It really did. It really like gave me a little career. Essentially, I had all this opportunity open up, and interest in what I was doing, which was incredible and really unexpected. So yeah, it was awesome.
One of the things I really loved, I mean, you had a great video too, but one of the things I love about Fire Underwater, it sounds like such a powerful analogy, but a little bit ambiguous. Can you kind of describe what it means to you in that song?
Oh wow, I wrote that so long ago. Um, no, actually, no one's ever asked me that before. Um, yeah, I mean, I had the image when I was writing it of basically, no matter how deep you go, you can't get rid of the passion or the feeling that you have. So you're trying everything you can to put it out in a certain way. Um, but it doesn't matter. Nothing that you do can touch the feeling. And that would be the fire underwater. Like no matter you're taking an opposite element there,
Mhm.
submerging it in, but it doesn't quench it. It doesn't get rid of it. So yeah.
Is it about a past relationship?
It was, yeah, it was. It kind of came out of nowhere. I think I was standing in the kitchen of where I was living at the time, and it just sort of started coming through. I wrote it in like 10 minutes. I went from the kitchen into the music room, and then it was just like, oh, there's the song. And it was kind of like folky. And then the producer, who's my husband now, who produced the song, he really, like, we were sitting with it, and he had an idea for like a pop production of it that really like made it what that recording is, which is really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it worked.
And you've performed with Ingrid Michaelson and Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
how how would you who would you like to what great legend would you like to work with next?
The last time I was asked that, I said Anya DeFranco. So um, that would be, I actually did. I was kicking myself because I was offered to open for Josh Ritter recently, and that would have been a real dream come true. But I had a private event that I had booked for somebody to play at their wedding. So it's like, there's no way I could get out of it. But
Yeah.
that would have been another one because I just love Josh Ritter so much. That would have been like a hero to get to open up for. It would have been really cool.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye out and crossing our fingers.
Yeah, hopefully it can happen in the future. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to touch on the Lolita project real quick. I thought that was really cool. Back in 2018, you invited
Aw.
12 women and asked them, "What is your favorite part of being a woman?"
Mm.
What inspired this?
Uh, I think it was thinking about it myself and thinking about how often that is not the question that gets asked. It's more shared hardships or what, things about why it's so hard to be a woman. And there's a lot of truth to that, but it's pretty sad, I thought. So I was like, well, what did you like about that experience? What was the best part of that experience of getting to grow up? Because I think a lot of the narrative is like, you're being strong in the face of all this adversity or in the face of all these difficulties. And unfortunately, that is the truth. But it doesn't mean that we can't also celebrate and make sure that we're taking the time to think about what makes it so amazing to get to have the experience of being a woman. So, yeah. And it was funny to every single person we asked, they were like, oh, let me think about that for a second. It didn't immediately come.
They weren't expecting it, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. It seems like in the video they all did an amazing job of lip syncing your song. So
Yep, yep, yep.
you can tell they're
They
big
did.
fans.
They did it. They did it.
I know you were involved with choir throughout your youth. Were you also involved in theater and dance?
A little bit. I did dance as like a young kid. Um, and I did theater. I have my older sister, she's like 10 years older than me, and she was a big music theater and theater person. So when I was, 6 and 7 years old, she was 16, 17, and she was like the lead in all the plays in school. So for me as a really little kid, that was one of the first experiences of going out to a big show, and then getting to see my sister on stage was like the biggest deal. So I really idolized that. I really loved that. And I loved the music. I didn't I wasn't in so many plays, but I sat in my bedroom with a lot of the soundtracks and stuff and like learned all the I really loved like the lyricism and complicated structures of the music. And so I listened to a lot of it. I was in maybe 10 or so plays over the course of youth. And when I went to college for a little bit, I went to Oklahoma City University, which which has a huge music theater program. Um, so I knew a lot of those kids, and I saw a lot of that stuff there. And so I was adjacent to that world a lot, but
Hmm.
I wasn't. I never considered myself a theater kid. I wasn't all in.
I mean, the song is amazing, and then the video that you created for it was just so powerful with the dancing in that video. Did you have a hand in creating doing the choreography
Which video is this?
for Drunk?
Oh, for drunk. Oh, yeah. So that was my um I have so my husband's cousins are Hannah and Shannon Straney, and Hannah was a dancer who went to Purchase, and Shannon did a lot of video and photography. So they took that project on their own. They were like, hey, can we do this? And Hannah brought all of her friends from Purchase who were dance majors.
Uh,
And they came and Shannon shot it in this industrial warehouse space. And that was all like improvised. Everything they were doing, they were improvising together to the song and then edited it all together. Yeah.
Perfect match.
Yeah, it worked.
It just seems like I don't think the word's improvisational, but the style of dance that they were doing, but it just the way it was the way it was done, it was just seemed to match the song.
Yeah, totally. They were kind of like an organism. They were like, breathing together and yeah,
And
it
kind of
was
stumbling
pulsating.
around.
Yep, yep.
Mm.
Really cool. Yeah.
Well, I think. Do you have anything new coming out?
I do. I do.
Ooh,
I have an EP that'll be coming out before the end of the year. Um, I have been held back because I was sick, and if you can tell, I have the last remnants of a cough. So we're
oh,
down to just having to record vocals. So of course I've had a cough through that period of time. So as soon as we can get the vocals done, we'll get it into mixing and mastering, and then it'll be out before the end of the year. And I will be doing an album premiere where I'm gonna have a band play through the 7-song EP as a live stream. So
oh,
there'll be some
nice.
more info coming out about that pretty soon. We're gonna do that in November, but
What?
it's a new EP. It'll be called Forever for a While.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
And how do we follow you on all the socials and your website?
everything is at Girl Blue Music. So everywhere, it's girlbluemusic.com, Patreon / Girl Blue Music, Instagram, all that, YouTube.
Excellent. Is this going to be your first time at the Black Bear Americana Music Fest?
Yes, yeah, it will be. I'm excited to see what it's all about.
I think you're going to be amazed. I think the community, the people in this, going to the shows and in the audience, as well as the fellow musicians, I, from the sense I'm getting when I talk to the other performers, they all say it's a great community, and
Oh,
you'll,
awesome.
you'll probably pick up some new people to network and collaborate with.
Oh, great. I'm excited. That'll be fun.
And you got
Cool.
the beautiful backdrop in the
Oh, man.
rolling green hills, and the
Yeah, yeah.
right when the leaves are changing.
Oh, that's going to
It's
be
gonna be
awesome. I'm
gorgeous.
excited now.
Do
Great.
you have time for a quick game?
Sure.
All
What do you
right.
got?
This is called Lyrical Ponderings. I'm going to give you a song title. The song title is in the form of a question. You can either tell me who sang the song or answer the question.
Okay.
Pick a number between 1 and 201.
187.
187. Okay, here we go. Have you heard?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh. Have I heard?
Yep.
No, I haven't.
That
It's
was
so short.
that's the Moody Blues in 1969.
Oh man, I didn't know that one. It was blues too. Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
Arielle, thank you very much, and congratulations to you and to Jimmy on your recent marriage, and
Thank you.
definitely looking forward to seeing you in the Black Bear Americana Music Festival.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.